Well, welcome back, and now we're going to get to do our craft that I promised you. Remember last week I gave you a big long list of all the things that you were to find. Some branches, some soil, even from your garden is fine, a pan, could be square or round, a little container, string, and a nice round rock. Remember? Okay, so here we go. So in the bottom of your pan, you're going to take some soil, and this is fine if it's out of the garden or out of the orchard or wherever, and you're going to put some in the bottom. Now you're going to take your little pot like that, and you're going to place it there, and then you're going to put more soil around it here. So you're going to need about a good ice cream pail full of soil, if you can kind of visualize how much that is. So now we're making a mountain. That's what we're aiming to do here, a mountain. And this is going to represent the tomb here that Jesus was buried in. Now we're going to take our branches here, and you want a branch that's about as big as your little finger. Clip them off, and this is something a dry branch will do. You need about a branch about so long, and of course if you have some clippers or something or scissors, you can cut them down. And then we need a cross piece because we're going to make a cross. So now with your string or your yarn, you're going to cut a piece about 6-7 inches long. It doesn't matter if it's longer, it's better because you can always trim it off. You can put it here. You're going to put the string one way, wrap it around, and maybe you're going to have to get mom or dad to help you out with this part because it helps if you have two people doing this. So you got string going this way, string going that way, and then you're going to make a big sturdy knot on the back to hold it all together. And if you like, you can put 2 knots just to make sure that you got it secure. It doesn't help when you have big thick gloves on, but anyways, here we go. So then you can clip off the tails of this string. And maybe in your mind that this cross is a little bit too high, so you can cut off the ends and you can place the cross there where Jesus died. And remember, Jesus also died with 2 other people that day on Mount Calvary. There was one thief and then another one. One thief said, he mocked and jeered Jesus, said, "Ah, if you're the king of the Jews, you come down off of that cross." The other thief said, "You know, he is the king. He is my king." And he asked for forgiveness. And Jesus said that day, "You will be with me in paradise." He forgave. That was his last person that he helped that day on Calvary. He was still saving people from their sins on that day. So here is the 3 crosses. And remember that big rock that was rolled across the tomb? There it goes. Maybe we're going to have a little bit more soil down there to hold it in place. And that big rock was held in place by seals, by ropes, and the best Roman soldiers that the army had that day. And then what happened that day on Easter Sunday? Oh, the mighty angel from God came down and he rolled that rock away. And the tomb was empty because we serve a God that is alive. Not a dead Buddha or somebody else, but we serve a God that is alive. So now, after you have your craft together, you can cover your mound of dirt with some grass seeds or perhaps some chia seeds, or moss would look really nice. And then most importantly, sometime this week, I want you to find somebody and tell them the story about Calvary. Why the 3 crosses and why the empty tomb? Tell them about Jesus, because that's what he said. Go tell. So, my little church friends, I hope that you have a wonderful week. And remember that Jesus loved us so much that he came and died for me, and he died for each one of you. So we'll see you next time. Happy Sabbath. Now, you might on your walk this last Sabbath, you might have picked up some really nice little decorative rocks, and you can put all kinds of rocks and things on this thing and make it as interesting as possible. So don't let your imagination work over time. Maybe some little pine cones or something that you can decorate that mountain with. You can make it as individual as you like. So don't forget to find some nice rocks on your walk.